Okay, so there's this guy, and he's got a habit, and he can't kick it, okay? This is totally off the top of my head. I'm getting this as I go along, so bear with me. Guy, he's got a habit, he can't kick. Now, another guy is there, and he's like, man, I'm going to help you out. I'm going to help you kick this habit. But, if you don't believe me, the only choice I have is to hand you over to people that are going to torture you. And there's not going to be an end to it. They're just going to torture you. So, accept my help, because I know I can do it. I can help you kick the habit. I know the secret to help you kick the habit. But if you don't believe me, if you don't accept my help, you're going to get tortured. That's all there is to it. Okay, now, the guy who has the habit, he may or may not think that his habit is a bad thing. You know, it may be a drug that he thinks is innocuous. He may think it's actually doing him good. He may look at the other guy and be like, man, no, you're not even on this stuff. I'm not taking your help. Okay, so he may not think he needs help. And the thought of, like, being tortured is not going to be very inviting. And he's like, how do I even know if I can trust this guy? He's saying either accept my help or I'm going to hand you over to people that are going to torture you? That's crazy. Okay. So he may not even think he needs help, or he might. But he's like, you know, I'd rather, you know, be dealing with my problem than be handed over to torturers by you. If you're saying that either I'm going to help you and fix your problem, or I'm going to hand you over to torturers, can I really trust you? No. Okay, well, let's say that the guy's addicted to drugs because it's hereditary. It's a hereditary thing. The only reason he's addicted to drugs is because his parents were addicted to drugs. And he's tried to get off. He's tried to stop, but he can't do it. He's like, what do I do? You know? Now let's say that his parents were addicted to drugs because their ancestors way down the line, they were in a situation where they were like, somebody was like, hey, try this stuff, man. They're going along with life. They're doing all right, but they're like, try this stuff. It's gonna really help you out. It's so good. And they're lied to and deceived by somebody. They're told that this stuff is like the best medicine. Okay. They're lied to and deceived. Now they've also been told by somebody else, man, that's I've heard of that stuff. It's no good. Don't mess with it. But they've been convinced by the second guy who's trying to sell them this stuff that it's really good stuff. So they try it. Well, these are those ancestors way down the line, okay? That's why this guy is addicted to drugs in the first place. Well, let's say the ancestors aren't so distant that the initial guy who was like warning him, don't try the stuff, he's still around. And actually, he's more powerful than the deceiver guy. Okay? Than the dealer. He's more powerful. In fact, the dealer has to answer to him. The dealer's in his control. So, back to the original guy. Let's name him, just because I'm going to get myself confused, let's name him Joe. Okay? Joe is addicted. Joe's grandpappy and grandmammy were the ones that got deceived. They got deceived by Slickwillie. Okay? Slickwillie was the one that deceived them. And Big Papa is the one who warned grandmammy and grandpappy against taking the drug. Okay? So, so Joe is told by Big Papa. No, not Big Papa, I'm sorry. Big Papa's got a son. His son's name is, let's see, Josh. His son's name is Josh. Josh tells Joe, you know, I can... No, friends of Josh. Friends of Josh. Or people that say they're friends of Josh. They tell Joe, yeah, man, Josh can help you out. Josh knows the tricks. He knows how to get off this stuff. You gotta trust him. Otherwise, he's gonna hand you over to torturers. So Joe's like, what, you freaking crazy? I'm not trusting that guy. You gotta be nuts. But you know what? It turns out that Joe and Big Papa's, you know, he runs the whole show. He knows the whole thing. He's in control of the whole deal. It turns out that Joe is actually one of Big Papa's kids. He's one of his... Yeah, he's one of his kids. Well, you know, maybe not kids, maybe like grandkid. I'm not exactly sure how the relation, but one of his kids. So Big Papa is in control. Big Papa can say, you know, either you're going to go to the torturers or not. And this drug is a, you know, it's a really bad thing for him to be on it. And when he's on it, he does things he's not supposed to. It's not cool. But he's addicted. So that's Joe's choice. Joe can either accept Josh's help, or Big Papa says, dude, I'm letting you be tortured forever. What do you think Joe should do? So Joe's addicted through no fault of his own. It was hereditary. And he's being offered help by somebody that's telling him if he refuses, they're going to hand him over to people that will torture him for the rest of his life. For the rest of his life. What should he do? Should he trust Josh? Or should he just deal with his addiction? Kind of a bad spot to be in, huh? I call that the Ultimatum Gospel. The Ultimatum Gospel. What do you think of Big Papa? Is he nice? I mean, he controls the whole show. The whole deal. And if he wants to, in fact, he's the only reason the drugs are around in the first place. Tough call. Poor Joe. What do you think of Josh? Josh knows. He knows Big Papa's in control. Joe has a choice. He can either accept help from these people or not. But if he doesn't, these people are threatening him with torture for the rest of his life. Tough call. Tough call. Well, yeah, like I said, I call it the Ultimatum Gospel. Let me know what you think. What do you think Joe should do? What do you think? But then there's also well, yeah, just let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and have a good life. Well, my camera's being weird. Okay, anyways, thanks. Have a good life. Talk to you later. Bye. This is your Yahoo Weeps. Just in case you'd like to know. Thanks. Bye.